tell any fucking, that's what I tell people, like, we all have references. Bro, I was in some fucking straight shitholes. Like, we lived in, like, the middle of nowhere, filthy showers. We used to burn our garbage, all that stuff. If that shit didn't kill me, you're telling me that I'm going to have to come home. You're going to tell me that if I put a mask on, that's going to fucking save my life? I'm going to tell you that you are out of your fucking mind, Jason. Dude, I'm telling you, you know, and I'm going to be enraged about it. Yeah. Like, you're fucking stupid. Like I said, to this day, I see people driving with a mask on, bro, by themselves. If that's not the epitome of fucking retard, I mean, you're fucking retarded. That you're retarded. I'm like,
yeah, it's a little bit of both. I think a lot of it's brainwashing, man. I think a lot of times people, and they're in, like I said, they're in a community where that's all they see. So when I was in Atlanta, that's all I knew. I was like, oh shit, everything's shut down. Nobody's going out. Everyone's wearing a mask. I thought that's the way it was.
Yeah.
Reality is not. That was not it.
That's right.
You know, you go to the normal part of the world, the part of the world where they actually do shit, blue collar work. Mm-hmm. That's like the people who actually get the country moving. Mm-hmm. Nice people in these like bullshit office jobs that they don't even know what they're doing. They're trying to like. I hear people talk about all the time with office jobs, like they're pretending like they're doing something. They don't know why they're getting paid that much. It's the Pareto distribution. 20% of the people, the majority of the work. 80% of the people, they're just doing bullshit. And when a dark time comes, recession, depression, however bad it gets, that's when the fat gets trimmed off. And these people who were doing all these bullshit jobs, they're gonna get laid off.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, small amount of people do the majority work. And yeah, that's the weird part we're at.
Well, listen, man, you've said so much, man. I am constantly just wondering where the world is at right now, because you know, even the things that we're talking about right now, dude, it's not controversial, man.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Not at all.
But dude, I was my brother was going to Emory, and I was living there with him in North Druid Hills, and man, whenever I was walking around the campus, like just hanging around with people, it was like I had to bite my tongue. And when I did say shit, people were like, "Oh shit, what is this guy saying?" You know, and I've noticed that in a lot of the city-like areas. I haven't been around a bunch of other college campuses.
It's very left-wing, man. It's very socialistic.
It was weirder than I thought. I actually I went to sneak into this is a funny story actually. I went to sneak into a lecture right when the school started. I was like, I want to learn about. Let's see, what do I have? I always wanted to learn about Greek classics. That's a cool ass class. I want to learn about the classics and the classic literature. So I went in there, and I sat down, and I was just pretending like I was a student, trying to get just listening. And one of the first things, they were going over their curriculum and what they were going to learn. And one of the things they said was, we're going to study the female poets of this generation.
Okay.
And then we're going to talk about the effects, I forgot what it was. It was like slavery in Rome. Or not Rome. I don't remember. But it was, they wanted to integrate slavery and female poetry for whatever reason.
Okay.
And that's whenever I was like, okay, this is fucking bizarre, because the reality is, all the great literature back in the day was written by men because women weren't even allowed to.
Yes.
So it's like you're literally like nitpicking these like kind of average poets.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they've done great work, but in comparison to fucking a lot of the people,
fucking
like,
Shakespeare.
Go back to the Greeks, like fucking Aristotle, Plato, all these crazy guys,
philosophers.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna skim over that and go over these females who, just because the fact they're female, man. There's a lot of other great literature that's like, I don't know why that was pinpointed, and I realized that like we're being brainwashed, man. It's starting with our youth. It's starting with our college.
But the majority of professors in colleges are socialists, man.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that was true. After I sat down for that, I was like,
they were feeding that same BS to my daughter, and my daughter was pretty much raised conservative. You know, listen, it's not like I'm fucking standing for the Republican Party. I think they're all full of shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I'm somewhere in the middle. But I started to see that in my own daughter. She was telling me stuff that didn't even make sense. I was like, where are you getting all this shit?
Yeah.
She was getting it from college. She was being indoctrinated, right? But listen, 70% of colleges, or the people that are graduating colleges, are women.
Yeah, the majority of women.
Yeah. So what's happening is they turn it into a big institution, because there are a lot of women that they switch majors.
Yeah.
Guys are usually like, yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking engineer. They do their school and then they fucking get out.
Yeah.
So then it becomes big business for women.
Yeah.
Because Women are like, well, maybe I'll be
Yeah,
biology. No, let me go to liberal arts.
Yeah.
You know.
And they because they're 70%, they end up taking a lot of the leadership, man. And reality is, like we talked about, women are not the leaders, man. They're emotional creatures, man. They're here to support us.
That's right.
That's like my goal in life.
That's right.
Is I want to find a woman who's able to support me in my dreams. I want that to be her dream. Like my dream is to have a family. I want to have kids and like take them to jiu-jitsu, like homeschool them and just make sure jiu-jitsu is their priority.
For sure.
Train it 2-3 times a day. Turn them into like warriors by the time they're 18. Like they're a fucking warrior, right? Like, that's what I want my kids to be. But I need a good wife who's able to support me, who is able to understand these things and her role, right?
So you want her to be submissive.
Exactly,
For
man.
sure.
That's what we want, submissive women, man. We don't want somebody who's going to give us fucking attitude and not listen to us.
But that's exactly what we keep going back to.
But
that's what society is telling that. Hey, you go, girl. You go be a boss.
Yep.
It's like, no.
And they don't want that, man. Because here's the reality: is whenever girls hit 30, their biological clock starts ticking, and they were told a lie that hey, you need to be a fucking powerful boss girl.
That's right.
Boss lady or
That's
whatever
right.
the fuck they say, like fucking woman power. And then by the time their clock's ticking, they're like, oh shit, I gave up all my beauty and my youth. I didn't use that to my advantage. I was sleeping around. I didn't pick a partner and lock them down. Now my clock's ticking. I can't have babies soon. I'm losing my beauty. I'm losing my youth. So they gotta go and they gotta move. And then the tables reverse. Then it's easier for men who have in their 30s because what they developed. They developed. Yep. Yeah, and they're climbing up. And then it inverts. It goes from men chasing around women to women chasing around men whenever their clock starts ticking. And it's a sad reality whenever their clock ticks and they can't secure it. They can't secure the family, have a kid like they want with a successful man because they didn't use their youth to their advantage.
You have said, Jason, a mouthful. That's perfect. That is perfect, man. No, listen, these are, like I said, these are facts. These are facts that you're pointing out, and women get butthurt, and that's why I even say that to women. It's like, don't sleep around because men don't like that.
They don't like that, man.
Yeah, and the reality is, if a woman loves and respects you, she doesn't want to have sex with other men.
Exactly.
The studies also indicate that a woman that sleeps around a lot is not able to pair a bond with a man.
Yeah. That's fucking
because
real.
they're not designed to.
Yeah.
See?
Because they're the receivers. We're the givers.
That's right.
So that's why we have this like when guys see like a girl who's like barely even hot, we want to fuck them. Why?
That's right.
Because that's in our DNA. We want to give, right? But these women receive. They have to be picky. That's why they go the same or above. That's why the hierarchy thing I was talking about earlier, it's like that for a reason because they take a bigger hit, man. When they get fucked, if birth control doesn't exist and we're human beings, we've existed for thousands of years. This new invention of birth control, it's new. So when they take, they're stuck. They have a baby and they have to take care of it. It's not very smart for you to have babies with multiple men in your tribe.
That's right.
That's going to create issues for you.
That's right.
So mentally, they're not meant to have all these partners.
That's right.
And unfortunately, and that's where the misogyny comes in. That's when they point the finger and say misogyny. You're a hypocrite. Well, the reality is, we have the capability. We don't get fucked up from having multiple partners. And I don't recommend that. I'm trying to avoid that. But the reality is, we don't take the hit like they do because that's our fucking DNA. We're made that way.
Well, but it's the same controversial thing that I say all the time. It's like women always say, "I fucked this guy." It's like, you didn't fuck anybody.
Yeah.
And I listen, I don't want to offend anybody, but you got fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, but they say that almost like they're male. I mean, you see women all the time that say suck my dick. Like, who says that? You know? That's not that is not feminine, ladies.
It's not attractive.
That's not feminine when you say that, when you act like that. Like, it's the same way too, man. Dude, I'm with you 100%. I love feminine, submissive women. The word femininity is submissive.
Yeah.
Women that are feminine are submissive.
Man.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing because a good man will literally die for you. We will.
Yeah.
We will. And you know, I think there's just, like I said, it's the media that portrays us as like, you know, whatever, the chauvinistic, misogynistic. It's like, dude, we've developed a great society. Man has developed this society that we live in today.
Yeah.
The phone.
Fucking amazing.
I mean, tampons were created by a man.
Mm.
The birth control pill, I will almost probably guarantee you was created by a man.
Yeah.
Anything that you can think of, anything, elevators, buildings, cars.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm misogynistic. It's like, listen, and this is what I tell everybody. It's like, men has built this world, but women make it go around, man.
Yeah, man, they do, man.
Everything we do for women.
Yeah, why do we do all this shit? Why do we go up in the fucking sky and risk our lives to build these giant buildings? You know, why do we go in these oil rigs and almost die? Like doing these underwater jobs where you have to clean stuff underneath, like like and you run out of oxygen, you fucking die. You know?
Yeah.
We do all these crazy ass jobs for women, man. That's why we do it.
Yeah. So tell me, man. So how are you going? So you're single right now, or are you
I'm
seeing
single.
somebody?
I'm
Really?
single.
Do you go out? Well, what are you doing right now?
So I stay to myself, man. I function best whenever I'm steady on my purpose, man. And my purpose is jiu-jitsu.
Of course.
So if anything